You know that ebook you've been dreaming about writing? Well, what if I told you it might not be a book at all? Today, we're going to look at it as something way more powerful, the engine for an entire business. So think about it for a second. What's your thing? You know, that unique skill or deep down knowledge you probably just take for granted. Because we're about to explore how that expertise isn't just some hobby. It's actually a product just waiting to be built. And here's the promise, right? This is the part that gets everyone so excited. We are talking about super low publishing costs, combined with a truly global reach, thanks to platforms like Amazon. It's basically the democratization of publishing, and it's right there at your fingertips. This is really what makes it so appealing. The cost is crazy low because you are the expert. The book is just the container for your knowledge. And get this, it doesn't have to be some 300-page epic. Nope, even just 30 to 50 pages of pure, concentrated value can be a total game changer. You can even mess around with titles and pricing, which makes it a fantastic, low-risk way to test the waters. Okay, so this is the crucial point right here. You don't need to be some world-famous authority on a huge topic. You just need to be an expert in your little niche. Maybe it's a super specific coding language, or a unique gardening technique, or a financial strategy just for freelancers. That deep knowledge in a small pond, it is incredibly valuable. So if the main goal isn't just book sales, then what is it? This is where we need to shift our thinking a little bit. Your book isn't just a product, it's a magnet. And that brings us to this idea of a lead magnet. Basically, your ebook's #1 job isn't just to sell itself, it's to attract the right kind of people, your ideal customers, and then gently point them toward everything else you have to offer. So here's how that funnel actually works. It all starts with you delivering real, high-quality value in your ebook. That's step one. What does that do? It builds trust. Readers who get something genuinely useful from your book are now engaged, and they see you as an authority. From there, it's a totally natural next step for them to go, I wonder what else this person is up to. And what are those other offerings? Well, they could be pretty much anything. We're talking more advanced video courses, a whole series of other ebooks, or maybe just driving traffic to your main website. It could even be a way to get clients for high-ticket seminars or consulting. The book becomes the front door to your entire business. Okay, this all sounds fantastic. I get it. But we have to ask the really tough question, the one that stops so many people right in their tracks. What if you do all this work and nobody buys it? What then? And that question right there brings us to a much-needed reality check. Because behind that dream of passive income, there is a hidden workload that you absolutely cannot ignore. You know, the expectation is often this simple, straight line. But the reality, it is much, much more demanding. The book itself has to be excellent, not just good enough. And this is the big one, it needs a real marketing plan. That whole if you build it, they will come thing, that just does not work here. So what does marketing actually mean in this context? It's not just some fuzzy idea. It means having an existing audience on a website or social media. It means you're actively looking for promotions on other sites, you're trying to get on podcasts, or you have some other solid plan to get eyeballs on your work. The book will not sell itself. And this brings us to the single most blunt truth in this whole process. Your biggest risk isn't losing money. I mean, we already said it's inexpensive to create. The biggest risk is you investing hundreds of hours of your precious time for little to no return. So how do you balance this incredible opportunity with such a very real risk? Well, the secret lies in thinking beyond the book itself. Here is the key to the entire strategy. Don't try to build a business around the book. Instead, make the book just one piece of a larger business, where every single part makes the other parts stronger. So at the end of the day, success in this world rarely comes from a single, standalone ebook that just becomes a bestseller out of nowhere. It comes from building an integrated system where your book, your website, your courses, your audience, they all work together. The book is a piece of the puzzle, not the whole picture. Which leaves us with one final, really important question. As you think about your expertise in your idea, ask yourself this. Are you just trying to build a book, or are you trying to build a business? Because that answer changes everything.